वसुदेवसुतं देवं
वसुदेवसुतं देवं
कंसचाणूरमर्दनं
कंसचाणूरमर्दनं
देवकी परमानन्दं
देवकी परमानन्दं
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं
नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे
नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे
फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र
फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र
येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णा
येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णा
प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः
प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः
नमो नमः शुभोदय. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon from wherever you are joining. And it is said Bharata samo shastra na asti na bhutva na bhavita. There is no shastra, there is no scripture which can come close to Mahabharata. It was not there, it is there, or it will be there. And that is the Mahabharata. That is why it is called as a bhara. Bhara means heaviness. It is so heavy if you put all the scriptures on one side of the pan, all the scriptures available in the world on one side, and Mahabharata on the other side. Mahabharata, the scale on the Mahabharata side will be still at the base. It won't be lifted by any other shastras, all shastras put together. It is so heavy. And Mahabharata, it's a shastra, it touches upon all dimensions of life, what is required for the life. And what is not in Mahabharata, it cannot be seen outside. What is there in other text, it is already covered in Mahabharata. Mahabharata, it is already been covered. That Mahabharata, it touches on all dimensions of our life, like dharma, artha, kama and moksha. The all dimensions, whatever we need in our life, it is touched upon. What are the rules? What are the governing rules? Like rules, now people are talking about protocol. If you are talking to a prime minister, you have to observe certain protocol. If you are going to some meeting, you have to observe some protocol. If you are going playing cricket, you have to play some observe some protocol. And if you are going on an aeroplane, you have to observe some protocol. And if you are going out in corona situation, you have to observe some protocol. Protocols are there. Protocol, we understand what protocol means. Dharma means the same. Dharma means nothing but a protocol for the life. You are living a life, what are the protocols you have to observe? So that your presence won't be a burden for others and your journey is safe. Your life journey is safe. You have to observe a protocol in your life so that you won't be a burden for others, or you are observe the protocols such a way that others won't be a burden on you. And it is nothing but it tells you how to follow the protocol. Dharma, artha. Artha means you need the wealth. What wealth? Is the wealth only we define wealth in the pocket? Or is there any wealth beyond the wealth in the pocket? Mahabharata talks about that one. I will touch upon that story next week. And the third dimension, kama. Kama means is only a desired prompted life, or you need to have a desire. Desire for what? That kama, that touches on that part also. And moksha means escapism. Many people say, I am tired of this one, I want to run away. It says, Mahabharata reminds, that is not moksha. What is the sustained? We in environmental engineering now we talk about sustainable living. And The moksha means nothing but a sustainable existence. Sustainable existence, not escapism. Wherever we are, can we sustain that one? Therefore, sustaining that one, it is called as, it is nothing but a moksha. That dimension, it is beautifully elaborated. I will touch upon that dimension next week. And today I will touch upon in the Mahabharata, as I mentioned in the Bhishma Parva, in the Bhishmacharya, he talks about, Mahabharata has about 100,000 shlokas. Out of 20,000 shlokas, Bhishmacharya talks in detail about dharma, artha, kama and moksha to Yudhishthira. He conveys the message in the form of the stories of a king, or through the stories of a bird or animals, or wherever. He gives various examples. One such story one in the forest, the king of the forest, there was a tiger. The king, as usual, king is surrounded by generally, or surrounded by sycophants. They want to get mileage out of the situation. He had many ministers. They were using king as a means to get their work done. All corrupt people around this king. Around this king, all corrupt people, they are siphoning the money from the exchequer. And king realized, I am surrounded by all crooks. I need a good person, able administrator, I want one. So he was looking for one, and there was one jackal in the forest, very honest, known for its honesty, revered by other animals, and other animals also, other co-jackals were also accusing him. What type of jackal you are? You are not crooked like us. You are not eating whatever you can, and you are not crooked like us. You are trying to be a very honest person. You are a disgrace to our race. Even jackals, they were saying, we are known for our crookedness, but you are an exception. You are not like us. And why can't you be like us? Anyway, that he was very well regarded in the community, in the forest. It came to the attention of the king also. And king, tiger, so he approached the jackal and said, I am looking for a able administrator, able chief advisor. I want a chief advisor. Please come and be my chief advisor. This wise jackal said, sorry, I don't want to get into politics. And in the situation in the palace is not is conducive for my type of people. But tiger said, insisted, no, you must come. I am looking for a able advisor so that we can have a prosperous country here, prosperous forest. And this jackal said, and I will come on one condition, there should be an open communication between us. You should not go by the words of other people, other ministers. You should discuss with me firsthand to find out the information. If there is any mistrust, distrust between us, I will quit and go. The king said, no problem, that I will look after you well. So that this jackal, honest jackal, became the chief advisor, and all the other ministers around, they started feeling the pinch. They could not get things done as before. There is always a hurdle from this jackal. Whatever crooked things they want to do, this jackal was coming in the way. So they ganged up together how to get rid of this jackal. So they devised a method. Once king had gone for the outside for inspecting the territory, there was a meal was ready. Meal was kept ready for the fresh meal was ready for the tiger. And these ministers, they stole that meal and put it in the backyard of the jackal. The king came home and tired, hot day, and it wanted to have meal, but meal was missing. Everywhere searched, meal was missing, and king was so furious. Who stole my food? And he ordered, whoever has stolen, it will be that person, that one will be hanged to death. I will kill them. Go and find out. He sent his soldiers across the territory, and they discovered a meal was in the backyard of the jackal. They went and complained, and this jackal was arrested and brought in front of the king and said, this you stole my food, you are my chief advisor. And at that time, other ministers, the crooked ministers, they said, we thought at that time itself, the moment you appointed, he did not look like a honest person. We thought you did a blunder, and please get rid of him by hanging him. And king ordered, yes, this honest person, he is into putting his hand onto my meal also. And other ministers also said, when he can take your food, will he spare the exchequer? He will ruin the country. And at that time, when he was taken to the gallows, the tiger's mother came and said, be mindful. You are listening by the words of others. Though you have seen the food in the backyard, that may not be the truth. Calm down. You are hungry now. Don't take hasty decision. Just because food was there doesn't mean that may be that one. We have seen this jackal, very honest, wishing well of you, and be careful. And that asked the king to investigate. Upon investigation, they discovered that it was a misdeed of other ministers. Then king repented for his words and went to the jackal and said, apologized profusely. It was my mistake, my bad. I should not have done this one. I realized my mistake. It is because of the folly of our other people. It's the blame. I blamed you. I apologize, sincerely apologize. Please, I will take back my words. Please come back. This jackal said, now what is the guarantee that similar situation won't happen again? I came to your territory as I promised. Now, as I promised, I am leaving. As there is a distress already, I am going, and as I promised. And that jackal did not stay and left. And what Bhishmacharya told you, Yudhishthira, you being a king, when you are now becoming a king, be mindful of the people around you. Many people wants to get mileage out of you, and they tell many things, and they may show many things. Just seeing that one may not be the truth. You have to have a patience of thorough investigation, the patience of doing thorough investigation before coming to the conclusion. Being a king is not easy, not going by what media says, what is the breaking news says, what is that Facebook says or WhatsApp says, not go by what it is shown, a small clip. The truth lies beyond that one. What Mahabharata is saying, the Shastras when you are reading, it is not for the outer meaning. Outer meaning may be telling, appears to be telling this way, but actually it may be conveying that one. If you want to read the Shastra, if you want to read the scriptures, go approach a teacher. under a teacher learn. Otherwise, in the sloka today it will come and it will mislead you. And many people will be quoting, yes, scripture said that one, that is why I am doing. And to understand that one, it will be like this tiger and jackal story. Maybe it is found in the backyard of jackal, but the truth may be totally different. And what Mahabharata is talking about, there is a message for a king, there is a message for an administrator, there is a message for a manager, there is a message for an employee, there is a message for the worker, how he or she should be, and message for everyone. If you are a householder, if you are it's a housewife, or if you are a retired person, there is a message. Every phase of your life there is a message. Message for a student and message for a teacher. Every step of our life there is a handbook. It's an encyclopedia for every stage of our life. Sañjaya tam tathā kṛipayāviṣhṭa aśhru pūrṇākulekṣhaṇam viṣhīdantamidaṁ vākyam uvācha madhusūdana. Viṣhīdanta, one who is disgusted in life, one who has lost all hopes in life. Many of us face that situation. Viṣhīdanta idam uvācha madhusūdana, one who is depressed, disgusted in life. Madhu means nectar. Sūdana, one nectar-like speech. We need to hear the nectar-like speech of Lord Shri Krishna. It will bring back joy into our life. We have been disgusted in the life, in the current situation, what is happening in the corona situation across the world, across the community. We trusted the people, we trusted the government, we trusted the employer, we trusted the employee, and we feel wrecked in every dimension. What is the hope? Shri Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita says, and listen to the words of Madhu, nectar-like talk of Lord Shri Krishna. Shri bhagavān uvācha kutastvā kaśhmalamidaṁ viṣhame samupasthitam anārya-juṣhṭamaswargyam akīrti-karam arjuna klaibyaṁ smagamaḥ pārtha naitat tvayyupapadyate kṣhudraṁ hṛidaya-daurbalyaṁ tyakto uttishta parantapa. Yes, always, not only now, in every situation. We are bombarded with negative information. All the things around, they are trying to pull us down. Nobody wants us to stand up. Everyone across, not only now, in the past or in the future also, everyone wants us to pull us down. And Shri Krishna says, not that way. Everyone may ask you to, they try to pull you down, but get up. You have to get up. That pulling down and start blaming because of that person. I was pulled down, I am suffering because of that person. No excuses, you have to get up. Klaibyaṁ smagamaḥ pārtha naitat tvayyupapadyate kṣhudraṁ hṛidaya-daurbalyaṁ tyakto uttishta parantapa. Arjuna uvācha katam bhīshma aham saṅkhye dronanca madhusūdana ishubhi pratiyotsyami pūjārhāvari-sūdana
hṛdaya-daurbalyaṁ
ಗುರೂನ್ ಹತ್ವಾ ಹಿ ಮಹಾನುಭಾವಾನ್ ಶ್ರೇಯೋ ಭುಂಕ್ತು ವೈಕ್ಷ್ಮಮಪೀಹ ಲೋಕೆ hatvārtha-kāmāṁstu gurūnihaiva ಭುಂಜೀಯ ಭೋಗಾನ್ rudhira-pradigdhān ನ ಚೈತ ದ್ವಿದ್ಮಕತರನ್ನ ಗರೀಯೋ ಯದ್ವಾ ಜಯೇಮ ಯದಿವಾ ನೋ ಜಯೇಯುಃ ಯಾನೇವ ಹತ್ವಾ ನ ಜಿಜೀವಿಷಾಮ ಸ್ಥೇವ ಸ್ಥಿತ ಪ್ರಮುಖೇ ದಾತ್ರ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಾಃ
kārpaṇya-doṣhopahata-svabhāvaḥ
ಪೃಚ್ಛಾಮಿ ತ್ವಾಂ ಧರ್ಮ-sammūḍha-chetāḥ ಯಶ್ರೇಯಸ್ಯ ನಿಶ್ಚಿತಂ ಬ್ರೂಹಿ ತನ್ಮೇ ಶಿಷ್ಯಸ್ತೇಹಂ ಶಾದಿಮಾಂ ತ್ವಾಂ ಪ್ರಪನ್ನಂ. Like many of us take an excuse to do that one, Shri Krishna asked, Arjuna asked all of us to get up. But many of us we are saying, yes, what you say is right, but what about my situation you don't understand? I am a householder. I am this one, ordinary job, 9 to 5 I have to do. I am a householder, I am not a sannyasi. I have children to look after. I have to work. I have to go in a public transport. I have to pay mortgage. I have that one. Look at this one. I have to look after that one. Everyone, my son is not listening. He is hyperactive. So many excuses. We have, Arjuna was saying that one. See, you asked me to get up. What about my grandfather? What about my guru? What about my relative? What about that one? So, similar excuses. Same thought pattern, but the description is different. And he was confused and he ran out of ideas and he told, you tell me what I have to do. Conclusively tell me, I am confused. And nahi prapashyam, I can't see the path. I'm totally confused. Nahi prapashyami mamanupadyam yach-shoka uchchoshana indriyanam avāpya bhūmāvasapatma mruddham rajyam surāṇām api chādhipatyam. Sañjaya uvācha evam muktva hrishikesham guḍākesha parantapa nayotsya iti govinda uktva tūṣṇim babūvaḥ tamuvācha hrishikesha prahasannīva bhārata सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये viṣhīdantamidaṁ vachah. And to understand, you have to come to the center. That is why many people, they are not interested in spirituality. They don't understand what the spirituality Shastra is trying to convey, because we always see from my point of view. Only from my side of point of view. I see things only from my religion point of view. I see from only my family tradition point of view. I see only from my country point of view. I see only from this my company point of view. And Sri Krishna says, you are not, don't get bound by limited things. Come to the center to explore the higher possibilities. Come to the center. Then only Bhagavad Gita will dawn in you. You understand what Lord is trying to say. Shri bhagavān uvācha aṣocyananvaṣocastvam prajñāvādansca bhāshase gatāsūna gatāsūnsca nānuṣocanti panditaः.
पण्डिताः
न त्वेवाहं जातु नासं
न त्वेवाहं जातु नासं
न त्वं नेमे जनाधिपाः
न त्वं नेमे जनाधिपाः
न चैव न भविष्याम
न चैव न भविष्यामः
सर्वे वयमतः परम्
सर्वे वयमतः परम्
देहिनोऽस्मि यथा देहे
देहिनोऽस्मि यथा देहे
कौमारं यौवनं जरा
कौमारं यौवनं जरा
तथा देहान्तरप्राप्ति
तथा देहान्तरप्राप्ति
धीरस्तत्र न मुह्यति
धीरस्तत्र न मुह्यति
मात्रा स्पर्शास्तु कौन्तेय
मात्रा स्पर्शास्तु कौन्तेय
शीतोष्णा सुखदुःखदाः
शीतोष्णा सुखदुःखदाः
आगमापायिनो अनित्य
आगमापायिनो अनित्य
स्तां स्थितिक्ष्वस्त्व भारत
तां स्थितिक्षस्व भारत
य एनं यं हि न व्यथयन्त्येते
यं हि न व्यथयन्त्येते
पुरुषं पुरुषर्षभ
पुरुषं पुरुषर्षभा
समदुःखसुखं धीरम्
समदुःखसुखं धीरं
सो अमृतत्वाय कल्पते
सो अमृतत्वाय कल्पते
नासतो विद्यते अभावो
नासतो विद्यते भावो
नाभावो विद्यते सतः
नाभावो विद्यते सतः
उभयोरपि दृष्टोऽन्त
उभयोरपि दृष्टोऽन्त्वा
तनयोस्तत्त्वदर्शिभिः
तनयो तत्त्वदर्शिभिः
अविनाशित तद्विद्धि
अविनाशितु तद्विद्धि येन सर्व इदं
येन सर्व इदं ततं विनाशा अव्ययस्यास्य
विनाशमव्ययस्यास्य
न कश्चित् कर्तु अर्हसि
न कश्चित् कर्तुमर्हति
अन्तवन्त इमे देहा
अन्तवन्त इमे देहा
नित्यस्योक्ता शरीरिणः
नित्यस्योक्ता शरीरिणः
अनाशिनो अप्रमेयस्य
अनाशिनो अप्रमेयस्य
तस्मात् युध्यस्व भारत
तस्माद्युध्यस्व भारत
य एनं वेति हन्तारम्
येनं वेति हन्तारम्
यश्चैनं मन्यते हतम्
यश्चैनं मन्यते हतम्
उभौ तौ न विजानीतो
भवतौ न विजानीतो
नायं हन्ति न हन्यते
नायं हन्ति न हन्यते
न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचित्
न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचित्
नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयः
नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयः
अजो नित्यः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो
अजो नित्य शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो
न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे
न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे
वेदा विनाशिनं नित्यं
वेदा विनाशिनं नित्यं
येन अज अव्ययम्
य एनम् अजमव्ययम्
Instead of that Veda, when it's extended, there is a Veda Avinashina. You have to say that one, it is not Vinashina. Veda Vinashinam Nityam. When it's told together, it comes as a Vinasha, but actually it is Avinasha. Veda Vinashinam Nityam.
Veda Vinashinam Nityam.
Yena Aja Avyayam.
य एनम् अजमव्ययम्
Katam sa Purusha Partha.
कथं स पुरुषः पार्थ
Kam Ghatayati Hantikam.
कं गाथयति हन्तिकम्
वासांसि जीर्णानि यथा विहाय
वासांसि जीर्णानि यथा विहाय
नवानि गृह्णाति नरोपराणि
नवानि गृह्णाति नरोपराणि
तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णानि
तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णानि
अन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि.
अन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि.
And one dimension I touched upon, the soul departing, for it changes the body like changing the cloth. Like changing the cloth, for the wearer, having a new cloth is always a joyful, throwing the old cloth is not a worry. And this soul changes like when the prarabdha karma of this body is done, it just changes the body, like changing the cloth. That one dimension I touched upon in the past classes. And also another dimension, we hung upon things. We say it is mine, it is mine. Always we keep on saying it is mine. I don't want to part of anything from my life. So stingy in my life. I don't want to give out anything. anything out. And there is a story in Mahabharata for that one. There was a worm. It was crossing the road, and it heard the cart was coming, so it was running to protect itself, want to hide itself to the corner. And the one in the cart coming, none other than Lord Vedavyasa. And Lord Vedavyasa, and it stopped and talked to the worm. How insignificant is your life? So tiny, you want to protect yourself and you want to look after this body. How insignificant. And you are so attached to your insignificant body. This worm says, for you, this body may be insignificant, but for me, this body is very precious. Whatever is the form of the body, for example, when we eat meat, we have no care, but the animal in that one, it endures. We think, say, a chicken, what is there? It is a small bird and insignificant life. We eat goat, we eat sheep, we eat other animals, cow or whatever, fish. For us, it's insignificant. For the wearer, that is very important. And it is very important. And it says, the worm was talking to Vedavyasa, I am this body for you insignificant, but for me it is insignificant. When I have a body, I have a ultimate dharma of looking after it. At whatever cost, I have to look after that one. And Vedavyasa said that how come you have so much of knowledge and you are born as a worm? What is the cause? And this worm said, in the previous life, and I was in a noble family, and it had a past life's memory. I was in a noble family. I was doing all the things, whatever, looking after the parents and doing my duty, getting up, and whatever is what is required from me, I was doing. But only thing I did not do is charity. When it comes to giving money, I was so tight. I did not want to give even a single penny. I was doing rest, whatever is required. And so since I was so obsessed with my wealth, I earned, this is my wealth, so obsessed, that resulted in me born as this worm. And Vedavyasa, they touch us upon not only this living the body, we are so possessive of our things. My wealth, my bank balance, my property, my this one, and so possessive that mind is not declutching itself. Mind is not elevating, it is holding us moving forward. That is vasansi jirinani, that it's like a soul. If you want that soul to continue the journey, you should not be hanging on to things. My this one. Small thing has gone wrong, I am so upset. I bought a precious glass vessel, it dropped, maybe my son has dropped on the floor and it is broken, I am so upset. My hard-earned money, $20 or 500 rupees, whatever, it has gone waste. I started yelling and screaming and as if end of the world. So possessive of things, and one who is so possessive cannot continue the journey. Shri Krishna says, be like that one soul. When changing the cloth, you are like that. Your mind should be like that. Naiva nainam chindanti shastrani. Nainam dahati pavakaha. Nachainam kledayantyapo.
नित्यापो
न शोषयति मारुतः
न शोषयति मारुतः
अच्छेद्यो अयम् अदाह्यो अयम्
अच्छेद्यो अयम् अदाह्यो अयम्
अक्लेद्यो अशोष्य एव च
अक्लेद्यो अशोष्य एव च
नित्यः सर्वगतस्ताणो
नित्यः सर्वगतस्ताणो
अचलोऽयं सनातन
अचलोऽयं सनातनः
अव्यक्तोऽयम् अचिन्त्योऽयम्
अव्यक्तो अयम् अचिन्त्यो अयम्
अविकार्यो अयमुच्यते
अविकार्यो अयमुच्यते
तस्मादेवं विदित्वेनं
तस्मादेवं विदित्वैनं
नानुशोचितु अर्हसि
नानुशोचितुमर्हसि
अथ चैनं नित्यजातम्
अथ चैनं नित्यजातं
नित्यं वा मन्यसे मृतम्
नित्यं वा मन्यसे मृतम्
तथापि त्वं महाबाहो
तथापि त्वं महाबाहो
नैनं शोचितु अर्हसि
नैवं शोचितुमर्हसि
जातस्य हि ध्रुवो मृत्यु
जातस्य हि ध्रुवो मृत्युः
ध्रुवं जन्मामृतस्य च
ध्रुवं जन्मामृतस्य च
तस्मादपरिहार्येते
तस्मादपरिहार्येते
न त्वं शोचितुमर्हसि
न त्वं शोचितुमर्हसि
अव्यक्तादीनि भूतानि
अव्यक्तादीनि भूतानि
व्यक्तमध्यानि भारत
व्यक्तमध्यानि भारत
अव्यक्तानिधनान्यैव
अव्यक्तानिधनान्येव
तत्र का परिदेवना
तत्र का परिदेवना
आश्चर्यवत् पश्यति कश्चिदेनम्
आश्चर्यवत् पश्यति कश्चिदेन
आश्चर्यवद् वदति तथैव चान्यः
आश्चर्यवद् वदति तथैव चान्यः
आश्चर्यवत्तन्य मन्य शृणोति
आश्चर्यवचैनमन्य शृणोति
श्रुत्वाप्येनं वेद न चैव कश्चित्
श्रुत्वाप्येनं वेद न चैव कश्चित्
देही नित्य अदव्योऽयम्
देही नित्यम् अबोध्योऽयम्
देहे सर्वस्य भारत
देहे सर्वस्य भारत
तस्मात् सर्वाणि भूतानि
तस्मात् सर्वाणि भूतानि
न त्वं शोचितु अर्हसि
न त्वं शोचितुमर्हसि
स्वधर्मामपि चावेक्ष्य
स्वधर्ममपि चावेक्ष
न विकम्पितु अर्हसि
न विकम्पितुमर्हसि
धर्माधियुद्धश्रेयोऽन्यत्
धर्मादियुद्धश्रेयोऽन्यत्
क्षत्रियस्य न विद्यते
क्षत्रियस्य न विद्यते
यदृच्छया चोपपन्नं
यदृच्छया चोपपन्नं
स्वर्गद्वारा उपामृतम्
स्वर्गद्वारा उपावृतं
सुखिनः क्षत्रियः पार्थ
सुखिनः क्षत्रिया पार्थ
लभन्ते युद्ध ईदृशम्
लभन्ते युद्धमीदृशम्
अथ चेत्त्वमिमं धर्म्यम्
अथ चेत्त्वमिमं धर्म्यं
सङ्ग्रामं न करिष्यसि
सङ्ग्रामं न करिष्यसि
तथा स्वधर्मं कीर्तिं च
तथा स्वधर्मं कीर्तिं च
हित्वा पापमवाप्स्यसि
हित्वा पापमवाप्स्यसि
अकीर्तिं चापि भूतानि
अकीर्तिं चापि भूतानि
कथयिष्यन्ति ते व्ययम्
कथयिष्यन्ति ते व्ययाम्
सम्भावितस्य च कीर्ति
सम्भावितस्य च कीर्ति
मरणादतिरिच्यते
मरणादतिरिच्यते
भयाद्रणादु परतम्
भयाद्रणादु परतम्
मन्स्यन्ते त्वां महारथाः
मन्स्यन्ते त्वां महारथाः
येषां च त्वं बहुमतो
येषां च त्वं बहुमतो
भूत्वा यास्यसि लाघवम्
भूत्वा यास्यसि लाघवम्
अवाच्यवादांश्च बहून्
अवाच्यवादांश्च बहून्
वदिष्यन्ति तवाहिताः
वदिष्यन्ति तवाहिताः
निन्दंस्तव सामर्थ्यम्
निन्दंस्तव सामर्थ्यम्
ततो दुःखतरं नु किम्
ततो दुःखतरं नु किम्
हतो वा प्राप्स्यसि स्वर्गम्
हतो वा प्राप्स्यसि स्वर्गम्
जित्वा वा भोक्ष्यसे महीन्
जित्वा वा भोक्ष्यसे महीम्
तस्मात् उत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय
तस्मादुत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय
युद्धाय कृतनिश्चय
युद्धाय कृतनिश्चयः
Last week we had come up to here tasmat uttishta kaunteya. Shri Krishna again says, giving the excuses whatever Arjuna had put earlier. Shri Krishna says uttishta kṣhudraṁ hṛidaya-daurbalyaṁ tyakto uttishta. He said, shake off your weak-heartedness and wake up, stand up. And Shri Krishna here says, you have better things to do. You have to achieve great things in your life. Stand up, get up, roll up your sleeves and shake off the slumber and stand up. Stand up, and even what if you are a failure? Doesn't matter, you will get the swarga, the great world. If you are winning, you get both. You will get a good fame here, rule the earth, and beyond that one, after your time, you will enjoy. In either case, there is no loss. Either case, there is no loss. Last week, I mentioned the way the yogi's eyes, vision should be. Earth is last week I mentioned. Earth is a small stage in front of the arena of the universe. Play your game well. You are unstoppable. Conquer the world. You are unstoppable. When I have that vision, the small pinpricks, what Arjuna gave excuses, like most of us are telling, it's a cold day, how to do that one, I want to do, but it's too cold, and this one, my children, they want coffee early morning, I can't come to yoga. So many excuses. People say in India, join the yoga class, they say, sorry, it's a lunchtime, 1:30, are you mad to listen to you? My food is more important than listen to you. I am not interested. So many excuses. My small one meal, I can't compromise on that one. Then what is an aspiration for me to excel in my life? Small meal, I can't change that one. Then do I have any will I be able to achieve great things, to conquer the higher things? The small things you may have to forego. That is the hallmark of a yogi. The yogi, no more excuses. No more excuses. For the yogi, Sri Krishna says, you get up. You have run out of excuses. It is not excuse, it's a sign of cowardice. Coward person. It is not a coward, you can achieve great things. And then sukha dukkhe same krutva. Sukha dukkha same krutva labha alabha jaya ajaya tathā anārya-juṣhṭamaswargyam naivam pāpamavāpsyasi sukha dukkhe same krutva labha labho jaya jayo tathā anārya-juṣhṭamaswargyam naivam pāpamavāpsyasi. Here, word yuj has come. Yoga has a root. Yoga has come from a word yuj. Yuj means to connect. Yogaya-yujyasva. You have to yujyasva. Swa means with your own effort. Nobody will do it for you. You have to connect through yoga. Through yoga, yuj, yoga, swayameva. Swa means swayameva. Tathā anārya-juṣhṭamaswargyam. You have to fight the battle of your life. Nobody can fight for you. Don't expect your parents, your husband, your wife, your children will fight the battle for you. Don't expect your employer, your parents, your brother, sister will fight for you. Shri Krishna says, you have to yujyasva, you have to fight the battle for yourself. Nobody is there for you. You have to fight. Tathā means therefore, yudhaya-juṣhṭamaswargyam. This yuddha, fight the battle of a yujyasva. Yuj means connect, like a yoga. You have to connect yourself to the higher purpose of your life, not with a trivial purpose, trivial things, trivial things, and I have a favorite cricket match happening, 2020 is happening, I can't come to this one, I have a dinner party to go, I have that party to go, and these are the trivial excuses. When you are fighting a battle of your life, your vision on the higher things, you have to make sure that pinpricks, distractions, aberrations in thinking won't distract you. You are stay focused in your life. Tathā yudhāya-yujyasva naivam pāpamavāpsyasi. And when you do that one, there is no papa. Papa means people may scream at you. How cruel you are! You are torturing your own body. How cruel you are! You are not entertaining your mind. How cruel you are! Your wife is asking you to go to a movie and you are not looking. And Sri Krishna says, when you do working for a higher cause, when the working for a higher cause, for the welfare of the others, whole universe, whatever the small things, it may, the ordinary people may start criticizing you. But Sri Krishna says there is no papa for that person, because that person's vision is set on the welfare of the whole universe, working for the welfare of everyone. When it is small, the aberrations, what ordinary people may be criticizing, there won't be any papa, there won't be any sin attached to that one, because this person's vision is elevated to the great heights. So that how when my vision is raised so high, sukha dukkhe, the good time or bad time, I am not concerned. Sukha dukkhe same krutva, balancing, I am not worried for the comfort living or difficult time. Sukha dukkhe same krutva, profitable business and not a profitable business, and I am victorious or I may be losing a battle, small battle, doesn't matter. My mind is not perturbed by the seasonal change. My like share market, today it has gone up and tomorrow it has collapsed. My Bitcoin investment, it had gone to $75,000 each Bitcoin. Now it has come to $30,000. I am not worried. It's coming and going. Now winter months, June is a start of winter in the southern hemisphere. What else you expect? Winter is cold. I can't keep on complaining. Come few days, endure. Hot weather will start. The changing things, not to get the upset. If the meal prepared by your wife is not one meal, it's too salty or too sour, or chili is too high, too low, not to get another meal is there, not to make a tantrum out of that one. And small pinpricks try to endure. When you start enduring, this is the sign of a yogi. Yogi, one who has set his or her vision on the great things, that these qualities naturally starts dawning in that person. Sukha dukkhe same krutva labha labho jaya jayo. Victory or failure, or this defeat, or it's good time, bad time, labha, and it's same krutva, fight the battle of your life. Nainam, by doing that one, there is no papa attached. I gave an example in other class 3 months back. I gave an example. Thomas Edison, who has patented hundreds of scientific work, and once his lab caught fire, whatever he had done, everything got destroyed in the fire. In the fire, everything. His family was so upset, other employees were so upset, and this person in the next day, when the fire was going on, he called out to his employee, go and get my wife, go and get my children. Let them see this spectacle. They won't get an opportunity to see such a spectacle again. What a fire! And he was thoroughly enjoying. They won't see this one. And the next day, and when everyone came to him, he had rolled up his sleeves and sleeping on the table. And as if he said, whatever had happened, let us start all over new. All over new. That is the attitude of a great achiever. The mind is set on something higher, and let us start. It's not to get upset with the pinpricks. The Thomas Edison, he has shown that one. And this is an example what Lord Shri Krishna is talking about. It's an art of man-making text. This Bhagavad Gita extends beyond the concept of the time. It's not confined to one religion, not confined to one sect of the community. It is an universal text. Yeshate abhita saṅkhye buddhi yoge imam shrunu buddho buddhya yukto yaya pārtha karma bandham prahasyasi yesha te bihita saṅkhye buddhi yoge tvimam shrunu buddhya yukto yaya pārtha karma bandham prahasyasi yesha te abhita saṅkhye. Abhita means yesha what our Yadunandana ji also talking about yesha, and what is this for? The close one, the now what thus for whatever I expounded, yesha te abhita, whatever I had described. Sankhya means analytical knowledge. I classified, I tried to explain properly by giving the various examples. The analytical knowledge I explained to you, the yeshate abhita saṅkhye buddhi yoge tvimam shrunu. Now whatever analytical knowledge I gave, now here the buddhi yoga, the jnana yoga. Now I will talk about the knowledge behind the analytical science. There are data analysts are there, and behind the data analysis, what is the knowledge behind that one? And buddhya yukto yaya pārtha, having got the knowledge behind this sankhya, analytical knowledge, you will set yourself free. Nothing can bind you. And Shri Krishna earlier he said, Nainam papa avapsyasi. Nothing will bind you. Papa, having set your mind on the higher things, no sin will come to you and bind you down. Shri Krishna says, thus far I explained about the analytical part. Now I am talking about the knowledge part. Science behind that one. Having known the science, and you will set yourself free. And you will fly. You will fly in your life. Nothing can bind you down. And Neha Kramanashosti Neha Na Iha
na iha
abhikramanāśhosti
kramanāśhosti
na iha abhikrama
nasha
asti pratyavayo na vidyate swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat nehabhikramanāśhosti pratyavayo na vidyate swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Having understanding this knowledge, even a little, not to the fullest extent, even a little, even small words, small sentences, paying attention, little bit. Swalpamapyasya, even it is okay, little bit. Swalpamapyasya, having got this knowledge, the behind the science, having got the dharmasya, trayate mahato bhayat, it will set you free from the great fears. Mahato, great fears of your life. The greatest fear one can experience in life is death. That is the greatest of the fears. Losing the shares, losing the job, losing the house, losing the other my bank balance, share market or other property belonging. It's a scary bit, but the highest of the scare is the death. Having known this one, you will free yourself from mahato bhayat, the greatest of the fear. People can talk about the death for hours, but when it comes to themselves, they are so scared. Known devil is better than unknown angel. I am so bad. My body health is not good. Things around me is not good. I am okay with that one, but I don't know what is next. I don't want to live. I go to a doctor, please doctor do something, I want to hang on. I don't mind being on drips for next 10 years. I don't mind. But somehow protect me, somehow save me. Mahato bhayat. Giving up, leaving the body is not easy. Mahato bhayat. Swalpamapyasya dharmasya, having known a little of this one, it will save you from the greatest fear. Neha abhikramanāśhosti pratyavayo na vidyate. And it says, having that whatever effort you put in acquiring this knowledge, little bit also you do that one, there is no side effect. There is no side effect. For example, people who have taken the coronavirus, there was a survey sent out. They want to know what is the side effect you experienced. Did you take Panadol? Did you take that one? What is the side effect? Did your hand was sore? Did you have a fever? What is the side effect? Whatever you do, there is a side effect to that one. But what Sri Krishna says, when you are engaged in this one, there is no side effect. There is no drawback. Nothing will pull you down. Whatever you invest on this one, little bit of knowledge, it will save you from the greatest of the fear. And nehabhikramanāśhosti pratyavayo na vidyate. And many people may be thinking, why I have to learn yoga, I have to, in the afternoon it's a time to snooze, or I have to go for a walk, I want to chit chat, I have to go to a movie, why invest on that one? Or yoga class, why take trouble early morning, get up, and in the cold winter I have to spend time? Are you mad? Can't you enjoy your life with your family? Can't you enjoy the movie, late night movie? New movie has come, so good. It's a box office hit. you are not watching that one. So many distractions are there. People are, why you are wasting time on your yoga? These are the comments many people told me when I started teaching yoga nearly 2 decades back. You have come to this Australia, it's a time to enjoy your life. And are you mad? Are you mad? Many people said. And when you start investing on that time, whatever time you have invested, no time has gone waste. There is no drawback on that one. Whereas, had I spent only time in only chit-chatting, party and all the time I invested was a waste. And Sri Krishna says, invest on this one, on that knowledge. Whatever you invest, not only it's an investment for you, you are investing on others' lives also. You are enriching others' lives also. You are adding value to not only your life, you are adding value to others' life. This one will save you from the great fear everyone will encounter, the ultimate fear, the death. You will overcome. That is the Sri Krishna's assurance to all of us. Why invest? Why invest on this one when I am treading my path to the for a higher cause? When I am embarking on that one, Sri Krishna assures, continue. Even if your failure doesn't matter, continue. It will save you from the greatest fear called as death. And that is the assurance of Gita-charya, Lord Sri Krishna himself, on all of us. And he is urging all of us to stand up and work towards excelling in life. And world is at our fingertips, and not to keep on complaining, saying that I can't do. Sri Krishna says, I am behind you. You do. You stand up. Behind you, I will get the things done. Make a sankalpa, I will make sure that it is done. Vasudeva sutam devam.
Vasudeva sutam devam.
Kamsa chanūramardhanam.
Kamsa chanūramardhanam.
Devaki paramanandam.
Devaki paramanandam.
Krishnam vande jagadgurum.
Krishnam vande jagadgurum.